What's up? What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. All right. All right. We got it all set up, guys. So, like I said in the video, we're debuting we're going to be including trade ideas scanners on the stream. GE should be tradable. GE is General Electric, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. So GE, I'm pretty confident that's going to be tradable. That's a pretty high profile stock. And let me check, make sure. Yes, that is tradable. So cool. Also watching AMRN, which is gapping up about 73 cents. Keep an eye on that one. There's OGEN. And so we got a few different options we're checking out here. Good morning, Netron, Hugetes, Cool, John, Luke, NAK. Let's check out NAK. It needs more volume. I don't like it just about that. TELL. Same thing. It needs a little bit more volume. Good morning, John. KC. Amalak. Let me catch back up in the chat. Rocky, good morning. Manny, what's up, brother? Tiny, good morning. Missouri. Masher, good morning, guys. Suda, good morning. All right, so yeah, I'm loving the trade idea scanner. But yeah, GE, General Electric, going crazy. I'm gonna have to look up to see why that's moving like that. Yeah, me too, man. I'm pretty tired too, honestly. Cool. My son woke up a few times last night again. I got you. Cool. I got you, man. Let me upload this list. There's a few other ones really that I'm watching though. But here's my list thus far. There's a few other ones like GE, CRMD, a few other ones. The good news is that I don't know if anybody remembered me buying CRMD the other day. But I did buy CRMD the other day, and it's working out for me pretty well here. I ended up selling a majority of my position. It was just 100 shares I was holding from 72. And so you can see here, I ended up selling the majority of my position on Friday on CRMD, but I'm still holding about 25 shares. And so, I'm definitely happy with that little gain on, a 100 share position. I'm just going to let the rest work in case it does kind of go crazy up to $2 or $3 or something crazy like that. Keeping an eye on NEPT. These, if you guys remember, I deposited 175 into this Robinhood account, and I bought two options, one for 15, one for 10, and I'm almost back to break even, so pretty close there. And so yeah, we could look at the gap scanners from Trade Ideas. And another one I was looking at this morning is HIMX. It's on the pre-market movers list. It started to run up. It is tradable. It's at 609. Not a huge gap up, but I'm going to watch it regardless. A few shorts that I'm looking at for some of these. IGC. Man, IGC is going crazy. I gotta switch headphones. The ones I'm using right now are acting really strange. They're making some weird noise, so give me a second, guys. I'm gonna switch headphones. I gotta turn these off. What's up, Matthew? Good morning. But yeah, definitely watching ARMN here. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at NBEV as well. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, no worries, John. No, we can't. At least I can't. I can't trade OGEN or SYN now. All right, but yeah, looking at this gap list, there's a few decent movers. A lot of them I can't trade, but there's a few decent ones here. ACST moving up some. It went up to it went up to 235, came right back down to 155. SYN moving up some after kind of a weird day yesterday. NBEV gapping up some from 535 to 651. IGC moving up some. CRMD, like I said, I'm holding this one. Tesla, crazy gap up from 264 to 306, so a ridiculous gap up there. LEVB moving some here. Level Brands gapping up from 363 to 425. I really don't mind that one. That one doesn't look too bad there. LEVB is not tradable, unfortunately. GE looks good. This one is tradable for sure, so gonna look to possibly short this one at the open, depending on what it does. YEXT gapping up on no really volume though. COWN. So looking at down gappers at this point, VIXY gapping down. RAD, SDOW, CMG, SPXU. There was a few other down gappers that I was watching. Just because I've noticed that some, the VWAP fade usually worked pretty well on down gappers, but lately, or on up gappers, but lately I think down gappers may be a little bit better for the VWAP fade, so that's something I'm looking at now at this point as well. Main down gappers are AKRX, which is just a crazy move here. Maybe halted, I'm not sure what's going on with this one, but kind of a crazy move for AKRX. INFN, another big down gapper. But, naturally when I look at these, I'm definitely more short biased with them. Just because, they're down so much already. My logic is that they're going to rebound a large majority of the time. But we'll see what happens. See if they set up at least. CALM, gapping down. GERN. Yeah, GERN faded nicely off the VWAP yesterday. Or Friday. I remember I jumped in way up here and sold way too soon. OCN, BIOC. Yeah, we'll see where those go as well. Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure why. It was usually the volume was overlapped. Let me do that really quick. There you go. There we go. All right, so we got a few little options here. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I spoke with Trade Ideas, and they did give me the green light to go ahead and stream my scanners from Trade Ideas, so I was excited to add this to the streams. I have a pre-market scan, and then once the bell rings, or once we get close to the bell, I'm gonna open it up to the regular market day scans and let those work. But yeah, they gave me the green light. I spoke with them. They said as long as I don't stream their AI Holly software, that I'm okay to stream these scanners, and so that was cool of them. But yeah, the cannabis stocks are kind of going crazy. TLRY gapping up again from 143 to 157. Good morning, live gains, Dylan, Matthew. Yeah, no worries, Juguetes. No worries, brother. All right. So, for today, I'm not really super, I don't get really excited when I see what's moving today. I just don't see that much that really looks decent. There's a few like AMRN still waiting for it to come back down. We'll see if that one ever happens. And there's a few other ones that don't look too bad. TEVA is gapping up some. TEVA gapping up to 22.17 at where it's at now. Doesn't look too bad here. This one did squeeze me out on Friday though, so I don't know if I really trust it that much, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. Good morning, JJ. CGC, CRON gapping up some. Maybe look at these some, but I haven't seen the VWAP fade as much lately. I mean, there was a little bit of one here for CRON on the 26th, but aside from that, I mean, TLRY, I mean, I don't know about at this point. I definitely thought it was a little overvalued when it was up to 300, but now that, I mean, it's dropped 50%, you know, I guess I could see it push it up some more, but who knows? The thing about these stocks is that, you know, the market's so fresh, the sector's so new that you know, it's hard to really tell. But if you look at the daily chart, I mean, you know, like I said, I don't think it's overextended at this point. It may be, but I was definitely short biased when it was up here to 300, and so we'll see what happens with it today. I definitely think TLRY is the alpha shipping stock. Yeah, ATRS gapping up some, doesn't look bad. Small range though, it's actually a really small gap. Let's see if it's actually tradable or not. So ATRS is tradable, but like I said, the range is just so small on this one. If I do take a stab at it, it's going to have to be bigger share size just because the range, it's only gapping up 20 cents or so in pre-market. And so I wouldn't really call that overextended, but at the same time, the range is pretty small. I'm going to have to look at the daily. It may run into some resistance at those highs of 377. Where's it at now? 356. So yeah, up here it could run into some resistance around 375, 377. We'll see what happens if it does get up there. That's a big if though. Yeah, maybe trade some on Robinhood as well today. OGEN gapping up some from 115 to 143. RXII. Yeah, RXII tanked. We're going to have to look up the news for some of these. And so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. Look up the news. First one I'm going to look up is this RXII here to see why it's gapping down so much. Looks like a possible split or possibly just bad data, maybe bad results for this one for RXII. It's an offering of 5 times the public float, so that's what it is. It's a 5-time offering. The company offered 21.4 million units at 70 cents versus the stock's $1.17 last sale on Friday, for a gross raise of 15 million. Each unit contains 1 share and 1 warrant to buy 1 additional share of common. So yeah, it's an offering. That's why RXII is down so much. So let's look up some of these gappers now. SYN is one to look at. That's kind of a crazy mover. It's not tradable for me, but still worth to look at, I think. I mean, I don't really see any news for SYN, which is suspect. You know, we'll see why it's moving, but no known catalyst that I see for SYN. Next one I'm looking at is OGEN. I'm just kind of going down this gapper list here. OGEN. Let's see what's going on with this one. But a really nice gap up for OGEN from 115 to 144, almost to 150 now. So they put out a press release that said they're going to present at the upcoming conference in October. And that was on the 25th for OGEN. Aside from that, I'm not really seeing too much else for this stock either. So Another kind of stock moving up with not really much of a catalyst. Another one I'm looking at is IGC. This is a pretty well-known cannabis stock. It's starting to spike. It's been running almost every day for the last few weeks here. You can just look at this 5-minute chart and just see how much this thing is just pushed up in the last few weeks. So just a crazy move for IGC. It's one of the cheaper cannabis stocks that are available for us. It's not, excuse me, it's not tradable for me, but I could look at it on Robinhood. The last news that came out on this one was on the 28th. I believe that was Monday. Or Friday, I'm sorry. They just put out a few releases that said they were entering the CBD infused drink market. I think it's just up on the sector being hot. Like the cannabis sector has been pretty hot lately. And so with that, I think NBEV and IGC are kind of, showing these gains more than anything. You can look at NBEV as well. I'm pretty sure the news is going to be very similar for NBEV too. Let me see if there's any recent news. Yeah, not really seeing much. It's just the cannabis sector is hot right now. All right, so let's also look at CRMD. That's the one I'm holding on Robinhood. I bought that one about a week ago when it was at 73 cents, and I was able to get lucky and ride it up for this really nice push. I'll probably, I'm only holding 25 shares left at this point. I was holding 100, and I made a decent $20, $30 gain with just a very small share size with the swing trade on Robinhood. And so let's see why it's moving like this. Maybe I just got lucky and caught it with a good press release or something, but let's see. CRMD. On the 31st of August, something came out that said they were going to regain listing compliance, but that's the last thing that I see for CRMD. I don't see anything else out right now, so curious, interesting. We'll see how high this one goes, if it pushes up anymore. If not, I can just sell. Probably going to plan on selling if it gets under $1. So the cannabis sector's kind of moving. That's what's been the biggest movers lately. There's also ACST. I guess I can look up this one. But, this one went from $1.29 to $2.35 and then back down to $1.50. So, kind of a sketchy move there. But we could still look this one up. Yeah, not really any catalysts today, guys. So interesting. I'm not seeing a lot of news stories on some of these big movers here. There's also GE. We could look at General Electric. That's going to be one that I'm looking at to possibly short, depending on what the catalyst is and how it acts at the open. So let's look up GE here. It should have a new catalyst today. All right, so yeah, the General Electric replaced their CEO, and investors apparently appreciated that. The fact that they are replacing their CEO. They did put out a profit warning. Let's see. Yeah, they say it replaced its chief executive. He was only there for about a year in the role. And so, yeah, investors, they're stating investors were so happy that they ignored a profit warning and plan to take impairment charge of close to $23 billion. I guess investors were really happy that they're replacing their CEO for GE. So it's going to be one of the main ones I watch for sure. We'll see if we find anything else that's really moving though. Let's look at AKTX, PXS, MNTB. None of this really looks that good. MTNB doesn't look bad. It's not tradable. I don't know if anybody ever saw the old video I put out, but most of the stocks that aren't tradable on TEFs are stocks under $2. If the stock's under 2 or was under 2 in the last week, then usually it's not going to be available to trade. And it's kind of, it kind of sucks for markets like this. But there's usually a few things I can find to trade. So let's look at some down gappers here. AKRX is one of the down gappers I'm looking at. This one actually looks to, appears to still be halted. But let's look up AKRX here. This is Acorn. All right, so yeah, so AKRX is Acorn. Apparently, they lost a ruling against Fresenius. And Fresenius is up. I'm gonna have to look up the stock name. Does anybody know the ticker for Fresenius? Because they're the ones that won the ruling against this company, AKRX, which is Acorn, making Acorn drop massively. And let's see, when was this? Yeah, this was this morning in pre-market from 12.98 down to 6.90, and so crazy drop here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up. What's up, brother? You back, man? FMS is Fresenius. Let's look at. Yeah, FNS is gapping up from that ruling here. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one too, then. But Acorn's definitely showing it after that. Next one I'm looking at is INFN. Big drop as well. We can look this one up too. So MKM downgrades it. MKM research analyst Michael Genovese downgraded INFN, and that's why it's down. That's why it's moving down some. He changed his rating from a sell to sell from hold. They say CIEN is taking their customer. CEIN. Interesting. Next one I'm looking at UEC, CALM. And so that's basically it. ACHV has been another one that's been moving a lot lately. Eventually it came back down. And this is a pretty common tale. Is that most of the time when a stock does what ACHN does here, ACHV does here, like if you look at ACHV, almost every time a stock does this, there's different scenarios, but almost every time a stock goes supernova like this, it kind of runs up crazy, going up 100% or more. Most of the time they come right back down. And so you can see an example of that for ACHV. Now there's always going to be outliers. Sometimes obviously stocks end up pushing up more and stuff like that, but most of the time this is a very common thing that you see happen, which is a stock runs up 100% or more, and then it comes right back down to that or below. Also looking at HIMX, this is one I'm going to watch too. I'm going to have to take a bigger share size just because the range is small. But looking at HIMX here, gapping up, and I can trade this one, so that's good to see. And I don't really see anything new for HIMX either, so either my news is a little late, or some of these are just up on no catalysts. Kron's starting to push up as well, though. But yeah, mostly what's moving right now is the cannabis sector. That's what I really see kind of making moves right now. All right, we got Mitch back here. So complexity, he says, what is the PDT rule? I watched a video on day trading and didn't understand it. So the pattern day trading rule is when you're trading with a US broker, you can only trade 3 times per week. They limit you, not trade, you can only day trade 3 times per week in a 5-day rolling week. And so like in a 5 market day week, you can only trade 3 times, or day trade 3 times. Anything over that, and they're going to restrict your account, and you're going to be frozen for pattern day trading rule. Now, there's different brokers that, I don't have to follow it because I can get around it through TEFs. But for most U.S. brokers, or almost all U.S. brokers, you're going to have to follow the pattern day trading rule. And I think it's only with a margin account, but you do want to ask your broker. But yeah, it's basically, if you have less than 25,000, you can only trade 3 times a week. If you have over 25K in equity in your account, you can trade as much as you want. But if you have less than 25K in equity in your account, they limit your day trading ability to 3 times per week. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. If you're under 25,000, if you don't have 25,000 in your account, they limit how much you can day trade, basically is what it is. Nice surfing, Sky. Hey, nice move, brother. Nice move, man. But yeah, I mean, we can see a lot of these cannabis stocks making runs here. Cron pushing up some, AMRN. And this, it just feels like the last, the last month or so is the only sector that's really been moving is the cannabis sector. It's just been going crazy. It's just been moving nonstop, you know. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it all just depends. I mean, it's best to take it slow no matter what, in my opinion, at least complexity, at least if you're a new trader, you're most likely going to lose money. And that's just kind of the name of the game, is that new traders most of the time lose money. And so you're going to want to take it slow regardless, just because it's, it takes time to learn to day trade. It's not something you're just going to jump into and get rich quick. It's going to be a long process. It's just like any other skill or trade that you learn, no pun intended, is that it's going to take time. It's just like getting a degree. It's going to take time. For me, it took about a year until I really started kind of grasping it, and I still don't have it all the way yet. Appreciate the sub complexity and Olio. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, General Electric is what I'm watching. It usually moves a little slow, but it's pushing up some. So I'm watching General Electric, see what happens to it today. It's a high float stock, but we're gonna see. Also AMRN, see if it ever comes back down. I've been short biased on AMRN for like a week now, and it just keeps pushing up. So we'll see where that one goes to. I mean, Daniel, if you won 1,600 but lost 1,350, I mean, you still ended net profit. And so, especially if you're a new trader, that's pretty good, man. It all depends on how much you traded. It all depends on what you were trading, what style you have. And so there's a lot of different kind of factors to take in with that. But, you ended net profit. I think that's good for a new trader to do. It's really tough for most new traders to be profitable. So good job, man. Nice work. Alright, so looking at these scanners, we'll see if we get any better moves here. See what happens here. At about 827, 828, I'm going to switch it over to the market day scanners and get rid of these gap scanners just to see, what else is moving. But CRON pushing up, about to test 12, gapping up from 1112 to 1197. JGAX. I'm pretty sure, yeah, JAGX. Yeah, this is a former runner. I've seen this one move before. All right. So, yeah, holding CRMD. I'm really happy with this trade, though. Lately, I've kind of been doing a little bit better swing trading, at least in the last week, than I have been day trading. But yeah, really nice move here. My entry in this one was about 75, I think, and I wrote it up to 115 with, a decent amount of shares. I sold most of it up here at about 95, 97 on Friday, and I decided to hold 25 shares just to let that work. And it seems to be, working out for me. What's up, James? Good morning, brother. But yeah, 3 main watches today are GE, AMRN, and CRON. Those just kind of look the best out of all the ones I can trade. I mean, not necessarily. Like, I'm not opposed to taking long trades. I just short way more. Like, last week I got in one long trade. And so I still long sometimes, just not as often. What? Also, I'm really loving these Trade Ideas scanners. If anybody's interested in signing up to Trade Ideas, I can post my link here. But yeah, if anybody's interested in signing up to Trade Ideas, I'm really loving these scanners, and they're also really cool at letting me actually stream these scans. And so if anybody's interested in signing up to Trade Ideas, there's the link there, and you can sign up. Really cool software. They also have their AI software. I'm not allowed to stream that because from what they said I'm allowed to stream their scans. I just can't include their Holly AI software, and so I don't have that included. But that's a really cool software as well. So if anybody's interested in signing up, I just posted the link. All right. Hey, appreciate the sub tips. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome in. And so yeah, we'll see how today goes. Last week wasn't great. In the grand scheme of things, I probably lost about $60 last week, and so it was a small loss in the grand scheme of things. Just looking to bounce back some, try to stay a little bit more patient, and just try to get my confidence a little back up there. I think last week kind of took a toll on my confidence. And it's crazy that, I can have 2 months where I'm averaging one losing day a week, but those 1 or 2 weeks where I have losing weeks, it kind of just destroys my confidence. And so that's what I got to learn to build up a little bit. Yeah, I'm vaping nicotine, Dylan. Everybody always asks me that. My mic must be really good. What's up, Ben? What's up? What's up, brother? We got Ben from SnapTrade here. What's up, man? So yeah, I'll go ahead and show plug SnapTrade real quick as well. If anybody's interested in signing up to SnapTrade, it's 100% free. Really awesome tool for traders to take advantage of. My son woke up a few times last night, so I didn't get a chance to share my watch list. But a really cool feature that allows you to build your watch list each morning. Shows you nice little technical signals, signal strength. A lot of really cool stuff for traders to use. What I'm really excited about with SnapTrade, though, is their new portfolio section. And it's basically like a crowdsourcing for stocks. Like people can vote on their favorite stocks, and they actually add it to a paper account and to watch how it really tracks here. And then they actually follow it with a real money account on Robinhood. And so you can vote for your favorite stocks and actually see how they perform with this new portfolio feature on SnapTrade. And so I thought that was a really cool feature that they added. And, they also have a scanner for almost any other sector, and they're constantly updating it, whether it's the cannabis sector, oil, high gainer penny stocks, high gainer volatile stocks. So whatever you like trading, they have a scanner for it. So a really awesome free tool for traders to take advantage of. And we do have Ben from SnapTrade here. If anybody has any questions for them, I'll go ahead and post the link to SnapTrade. The Trade Ideas link didn't work. All right, Alex here. Give me a second, brother. Let me see. All right, I'm just going to post the link to their homepage. That's probably the better one to post. There you go, Alex. There's the Trade Ideas. Oh, wait. I know what I did wrong. There's the homepage Trade Ideas. That's not even the one that will get me in a commission. But yeah, that's just the link to Trade Ideas right there if you're interested in signing up. Don't worry about it if you go through my link or not. But, there's Trade Ideas link. Really cool scanner. Been using them for a while now. I used them about a year ago. Recently started using them again. Just really in-depth scanner. It allows you to do a lot of really cool stuff. You can add custom scans and a lot more with it. So it's a really cool software for traders. All right, guys. So we got about 5 minutes left, about 4 minutes. In about a minute or two, like I said, I'm going to take off these gap scanners and put up the market scanners for high of the day, low of the day, biggest percentage gainers. A lot of people were asking me to include a float scan or to include the float on these gap up and gap downs, and so I kind of widened it out so they could see it. Yeah, we'll see what GE does today, man. I'm kind of confused. I'm kind of torn on whether I should trade it or not. It's a higher float, higher cap stock that doesn't really move that much typically, but we'll see. It's gapping up a huge amount for this stock. I mean, it's gapping up, $1, $1.70, and so that's just a massive gap for this stock. It's a huge move for General Electric, and so I guess investors are happy that they're getting a new CEO. Guy is not on stream today. Who is it? PLAG. Let me check it out. Let me see. No, it's not tradable. All right, guys, but we got. Yeah, it's just because the volume's low, and it's a recent IPO, it looks like. But it's just because low volume and recent IPO, they just probably haven't added it to their system yet. All right, guys, but we got 2 minutes left. I'm gonna take down this. I'm gonna take down this scanner and add the bell scanner. All right, we got low float. We got action heating up. We got breaking out on volume, daily lows, biggest gainers. Give that a little bit of time, but I also think people wanted to see a halted scanner. Let me see if I can add that. Okay. Yeah, I might do that once the stream ends today. All right, so here we go. Here's the halted scanner everybody was asking for. There we go. All right, we got a minute left. All right, there we go. Yep. Yeah, I do have a high of the day scanner that I built a while back whenever I built my Trade Idea scanner. So I do have a high of the day scanner here. What do you guys think? I'll let you guys vote on it. Do you guys want to see breaking out on volume or high of the day scanner? Well, which one would you guys rather see? Yeah, what's up, Mark? Yeah, man. Trade Ideas gave me the green light to stream their scans, and so. Okay, so I'll keep this one here. All right, there's the bell, guys. There's the bell. Let's focus now. All right. So we got GE at 13. We got AMRN washing out some. We got CRMD up to 119. It looks like it was a good hold on my part. We got Cron trying to push up over 12. We got breaking out on volume OGEN, GE, AKER, ATRS. We got AMRN washing some, and we got GE washing some. All right, so we got GE cracking underneath the VWAP for a split second. Good morning, Abby. TRXC. We got low floats making moves, which is LEVB, SFIX, SYN. We got HALT, CMA, ZN, ONCS. But yeah, for breaking out on volume, we have CRMD, MNGA, ATRS. A few stocks making new daily lows here. All right, we got AMRN maybe pulling back to the VWAP here. And we got MTNB running up. TLRY cracking under those lows. And CGC kind of doing the same thing. CGC is kind of pulling back to the VWAP really nicely here, though. CGC right around the VWAP. Big wash for a VWAP fade. Yeah, I'm looking at INFN too. It's just got some support at 605. I think it may hold support there. But I don't dislike it necessarily. We got ATRS cracking underneath the VWAP. It's not tradable for us, but it's running. Yeah. NEON is up 1,000%. Wow. It looks like a split, really, for NEON. Also looking at ATRS, and I believe this one is tradable for us. Only have room realistically down to about that 340 level, so I'd have to take like a few hundred shares, but doesn't look too bad here. AMRN washing out some big here. Big drop on AMRN. ENPH. CGC running. ATRS dropping. TLRY running. So the cannabis stocks are rebounding some today. Looking at INFN here, I mean, it's getting pretty close there. Where would our risk be at this one, though? This is the tough thing to find out. I guess risk would be at 621. And so you could take a small risk here. And so I might look to jump in with 100 shares on INFN right here. With a tight risk, there's 15. Alright, I'm in with 100 shares on INFN. Gonna set a really tight risk of 7 cents for 621 or 622. Yeah, CRMD's running up nicely. I'm actually still holding that one on Robinhood, like I said. There's a nice drop on CRMD down to 13, so we'll see if it pulls back some more here. Yeah, you and I are in the same trade. But yeah, CRMD's looking good for me right now, though. I'm really happy with how that one looks. It's up to $1.30, and this is why I ended up holding onto a small position on Robinhood. I'm gonna have to manage that one once I finish this trade here. All right, there's 15 again. AMRN ended up tanking big here. Might be hitting 16 soon here, I think. There's 23s. Yeah, I'm out. Wait, am I out? No, I'm not. There we go. I'm out. I don't want to get caught in that. Yeah, I just think a lot of times gap ups have a lot more momentum, or gap downs have a lot more momentum on the downside or on the upside. That's the biggest thing. That's what I have to get used to. And maybe it'll come back down for you, but it broke my stop loss area. My stop was 21. But yeah, look at CRMDs looking good for me here. You can see Robinhood here. Robinhood, I'm up. I'm just going to let this run to see how long I can hold it. Looking at AMRN here. AMRN, if it gets up to the VWAP, I'll consider getting in AMRN. There's the VWAP test on AMRN. I'm going to jump in with 50 shares here. Small share size. See if I can ride it back down some. Got to be careful. Okay, this thing's breaking out massively here. I'm out. Wait, I think I'm out. No, I'm not out. What is going on, man? I hate it when this happens. All right. All right, I'm in AMRN here. Got to be careful with the squeeze up. Don't want to see it get squeezed up too much. Why isn't it getting me out of the trade, man? This is the second time this has happened, man. I keep trying to get out of the trade and it just doesn't work. It's too close to that high of the day. I'm out now, but man, frustrating. I keep trying to get out of the trade. It doesn't let me. GE looked like a beautiful fade, man. I should have taken that one. And ATRS still doesn't look too bad. I'd have to keep going. CRMD ended up pulling back some. But MTNB is still running up nice. But yeah, honestly, guys, I think the market is definitely changing some. The VWAP fade just has not been in play as much, you know? Like, it used to work. Like, you guys remember my accuracy rate in the last 2 months. Like, it used to work almost every single time. And, like, lately, it's just never been working. It just hasn't been working at all. And what I've been seeing more often with the VWAP fade is that it'll push you up and see there goes AMRN dropping way back down. It's a tough market to trade, I think. But yeah, frustrating for sure though. I only lost $10 on AMRN, and so it's not the end of the world. And I'm only down 18 on the day, but just a tough day, man. It's been a tough week or two, really. I'm not even upset about it. The biggest thing is, like, I'm trying to think of, like, we got to back test different setups now. Maybe the VWAP bounce is going to be in play more. Just because, like I said, the VWAP fade is just not working like it used to. But the VWAP bounce does seem like a decent possibility for the next setup to use. All right, ATRS pulling back to the VWAP nicely. I may take a small position here on ATRS. Pulling back to the VWAP really nicely here. Risk is going to be at 58. Potential reward would be down to 35. And so I don't mind that. If I could get into the trade. There we go. All right, so I'm in ATRS here. Small sizing. My goal is about $20 here, down at 35s, maybe a little bit less than that. Risk is up here at 58. Right here is my risk. Potential rewards down here at least. Oh, 100% covenant trading, man. Yeah, man. If I look at my curve, the market's definitely swinging the other way. And this is always what happens. Like the market always changes. And so it's something I have to be ready for. And I'm just going to have to back test some new strategies, you know? And that's fine. The beautiful thing about back testing is you'll find if it has an edge pretty quickly. And so yeah, it's just about focusing on finding good setups with an edge. Looking at GE here as well. If GE pulls back to the VWAP, I might take it. Yeah, we got down to 42s. I mean, ATRS faded nicely off the VWAP here. 41s. Alright, I just got out for an $8 gain on ATRS. Kind of a quick little scalp there for 8 cents, but I'll take it. Just bringing some of that loss down from the day. Maybe bring my confidence up a little bit. Next one I'm looking at is GE. If GE can squeeze back up to this 1282 level, I don't mind taking it for a small size. They had bad profit news for GE, but just because the CEO was replaced, that made investors really happy, and that made it spike up like it did in pre-market. But I still think it's going to come back down some today, so I'm going to watch it. Alright, so let's check out the scanners. We got EARS breaking out on volume. Ears. I always get ears and here mixed up. Ears and here mixed up. I know here is Turtle Beach. Let's see. Action heating up. We got STAF. BHC. Yeah, look at BHC. I'm starting to think more towards the VWAP bounce, though, as the strategy. Look at the beautiful VWAP bounce here on BHC. Nice little bounce there. Nice little option there. So that's what I'm starting to think about is the VWAP bounce. I think that's going to be the next in-play strategy. That's the one I have to finish back testing. I already started back testing the VWAP bounce, but it's been working more and more often. Every time I look at a stock, a lot of the times I've been seeing the VWAP bounce play. So I really think that's the next one to try to take advantage of. CEI. Yeah, I like GE for a short as well. Cool. I think it looks pretty decent. It would have to get up to this VWAP level. I mean, at the same time, it's kind of following this support level here. So you can see this is kind of support and resistance 101. Breaks under low. That previous low where that previous support was turns into resistance. But it looked like a good short. ENPH is what I'm kind of looking at now. ENPH. But yeah, guys, I may start swinging towards long setups. It's kind of that time, I think. And I'm just going to get out on my CRMD trade now. I'll let it work towards 20, but I'm going to get out for a decent gain on this one at this point. just because I don't want CRMD to turn bullish on me. Oh, I only have 25 shares left. All right, so I'm out of CRMD. Nice little gain, though. I'll take it for sure. Happy with that. But yeah, looking at E and PH. See if it possibly gets rejected here at this VWAP level where that previous support was too, right here at 495. Nah, Mitch is here, cool. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, Mitch. What's up, guys? Sorry, Mitch. My mistake. Hey, guys. Mitch has been here talking with me the whole time, and I've had him muted. So sorry, brother.
It happens. No
Say
worries.
what's up, Mitch. Say what's up, Mitch.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
We got Mitch here.
Alive.
Mitch has been here the whole time. I've been kind of curious because it's like I hear people saying, is Mitch at work today or Mitch isn't here? And it's like I'm sitting there talking to Mitch the whole time. But yeah, Mitch is here, guys. I just had him muted. Sorry about that. Man, I got to remember. Try to remind me tomorrow, man, to unmute you because it's like I have desktop audio is muted and that's why. But Mitch is here. Sorry about that, guys. That's crazy. Yeah, appreciate it. Cool. The chat's probably thought I was talking to myself all morning, you know? Sorry about that, brother.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, they probably thought I was crazy. All right, so look at TLRY here. Maybe a little VWAP fade. Maybe a little VWAP bounce. We'll see. But you can see here, guys, like the basic premise of the strategy is still in play. Like there's always going to be overextended stocks and there's always going to be gap fills. It's just about finding the best entries for those gap fills at this point. Because if you look at GE, like I said, I thought I was extremely short biased on this one this morning, and it's dropped about 50 cents today, and so just didn't take advantage of it. At this point, I got 2 losing trades and 2 winning trades if you consider my CRMD swing trade on Robinhood, and so not a bad day. Really about break even after the CRMD gains, but still looking around, still early. Not even 10 o'clock yet, market time, so we still got a few options.
All right, I'm short there on Kron, guys. I'm short at 82, guys, risking off a 90 here. Really tight stop, but looking for a move back down to 66, 67s. Got to be tight here, guys.
Yeah, just some of the cannabis stocks are starting to rebound, so just be careful, But
Yeah.
I think I could see it washing too, though.
I mean, up to 90 and I just get out. If it squeezes me, then it squeezes me, guys. I think this is a good spot that I'm in now.
Oh my gosh. Look at VKTX, man. Look how beautiful this VWAP fade was on VKTX.
I was watching it this morning.
Look at it, dude. Just look
I
how
took
pretty
my
this
eye
thing
off
is,
of
dude.
it.
Look how pretty that
Oh
VWAP fade is.
my god, I took my eye off of it.
If that isn't the most beautiful VWAP fade I've ever seen, I don't know what
Oh
is,
my
man.
God.
Look at that thing, dude. Oh, crazy, man.
That's just not being prepared today
Right.
this morning,
That's
guys.
beautiful,
There's
brother.
too much going on. I literally had this stock as my top stock, and for some reason, it's on no charts right now. I'm astounded by myself.
And TNDM. Somebody brought up TNDM. That was a beautiful fade too.
That'll get you mad real quick,
Right,
guys.
man. And VKTX is one that we've been following for a while now, but look at that fade. So the fade's still in play. It definitely is still in play. I think maybe we're jumping into overcrowded
there.
stocks, but that hurts, man. That's if I would have seen that, I would have 100%
That's a big
taken
mistake.
it too. Yeah.
That's just a big mistake. I had this stock watched, guys. If you watched this pre-market support there, $17.99. Could have got in here in the 90s, risk off at 18.
TNDM is right back to the VWAP too.
Tell you the truth, that's a little upsetting right there.
Oh yeah, for
Can't
sure.
do nothing about it.
Me too, man. That's a pretty one too, brother. Let's not let it affect us, man.
Yep, that's all I can do.
I'm a little happy to see it just because Groupon is starting to spike, popping up on my scanners. Groupon, breaking out on volume. Really nice VWAP bounce. And so I'm confident in this market at this point. Like, I've seen a decent amount of phase. Maybe I'm just not jumping into the right moves. And ATRS faded nicely for me as well. So, I mean, they're here. Kron looks to be dropping for you, though.
Yeah, I was trying to take some profit there at 75, but it hopped really fast.
But yeah, this is like the prettiest fade I've seen in a long time on BKTX. Ah, man. Bought my elbow. HIMX was another one I'm watching. No volume. Alright, so NEON was halted, apparently.
Gotta be careful here.
AVLR is popping up on the low float scan. And like I said, if anybody's interested in signing up to Trade Ideas, you can go through this link. Really cool free scanning software. I'm definitely loving them so far. And here's the link if you're interested in signing up to Trade Ideas. Oh, also, if anybody's interested in signing up to TradeNet, it's one of the ways we help support this channel. But you do get either, I'm not sure if the sale's over. The sale's still showing up on my link, but I thought it ended yesterday. And so I don't know if you're going to get 10% off or 20% off. You just have to ask them. But if anybody's interested in signing up to TradeNet, which I'm trading on TEFs, which is their partnering broker, I'll include that link as well. It's a decent broker. Quick fills. Biggest problem is a lot of stocks are not tradable, but I usually find a decent amount to trade, so it's not a deal breaker for me by any means. But so yeah, if anybody's interested in signing up, there's the link in the chat, and we do make a small commission, and so if you want to help support the channel, you can go through our link, and we appreciate it if you do. But yeah, we'll see if we can find anything else. I'm starting to get a little hesitant towards some stuff just because the time's going by, and I don't like really trading later on in the market day, but man, that fade on VKTX was pretty. JAGX, high of day. Yeah, look at JAGX spiking up here as well. What did Tesla end up doing today? Tesla ended up running up some. AMRN.
All right, paid myself 400 there. 400 shares there, guys. Half of it. Took half of it off.
Nice work. MYSZ spiking up some here with low volume though, but it's spiking up some. Still kind of keeping an eye on GE here. SYN was a pretty fade too. I just couldn't take advantage of it.
TiVo is one that I was gonna hit at 2168, but I had gotten in over here. Just watching Chrome.
That was pretty too.
TiVo was nice.
This was on my main watch this morning too.
You can watch I right now. I is interesting also.
Too much support underneath it. Not good risk to reward for that one, I don't think.
Yeah. All right, so here's a push right back to my entry here, guys. Just don't want to let this get over 85 here, guys. I'm in at 83.5, 83.5. Want this to reject here, guys. Reject 84s. Just gotta watch the time and sales really quickly, guys. Here's 84s, 85s. Rejected. All right, now you're just watching it. Don't want to see 85 just slam through here on the time and sales. Wanted to get back below VWAP there. There you go. Good move to VWAP. Now let's see if we get some sellers pressure.
Nice, Andre. Nice work, brother. Black Monday, bro. What's up, man? How long has it been since I seen you in here, dude?
All right, that's what we want to see there, guys. That's looking good on Kron here, guys. Now I'm definitely holding to 85 there, guys. And I'm looking for this next move down to 67s here.
B Monday, man. I thought about you on your birthday, brother. You know, what's up, bro? How you been, man? I haven't seen B Monday in here in a long time, dude. How you been, brother? How you been, man? Hey, the channel's grown since I last seen you, bro. The channel's grown, man. But glad to see you back, bro. Good
All
seeing you,
right,
man.
there's 75s. Next move is going to be 68s. Want this to break 75 here, guys.
GE again. Yeah, I'm looking at GE. The second flag is what I would have wanted to get into, but it just wasn't the fade. I was looking at it down here, and this is sometimes why you see me jump in stocks a little bit early. Is because I don't want to miss moves like this. When this previous resistance or this previous support does turn into resistance right here. So at this point, I'm not going to jump into it. It's too close to that low. Not enough risk or not enough reward for the risk. Yeah, Mitch is shorting Cron, CRON.
Yep. I will let you guys know though, if you guys are long traders, if for some reason I do get squeezed out here, Kron should open up and get back to those 12s. I'm just trying to see if it's going to reject these 80s here and get back down to 67s. Next candle coming here. There you go, 76, 75s there, guys. Here's
There
the
you
little
go.
move down here, 72s.
Nice, man.
Yep, looking for that next support, guys. Next support here, guys. All right, I want to see volume be adding right here. There you go, volume added there.
Looks good, brother.
All right, 70. Paying myself some more there, guys. Paying myself 300 there, guys. Looking for a bounce anywhere up there to 1175s to add.
Looks good, man.
There you go, guys. Look at that move down to 61s there, guys. Only holding 100 shares there now. Guys, I'm up on the day. I'm up already realized about $16 unrealized. Total is $34 after having a $56 loss here early on INFN. Always want to be transparent for you guys. We did lose a nice little trade on INFN
Yeah, that was when you were
after it
muted.
did yeah, when I was muted. So, just want to put it out there. But this trade alone is $88 right now. And I'm trying to go ahead and add back my share size somewhere up here, 75, 77s. And then that way I can go ahead and risk off of my entry, which would be 82, 83.
GE's testing these lows.
I want to see 75 hold for a second, click up, and then reject. And then I'll try to jam on 75, guys. That'll show confirmation. We do have a support that should become resistance at 79. Look at that rejection there, guys. Got hit hard there at 7. I took a little bit, instead of half, I took 3/4 off at that move to 67 because I was expecting a move back up to these 75s for a re-add. If I don't get the re-add opportunity, I'll just hold on to my 100 and you got to accept that. But I was setting myself up to increase risk on this, take some profit and increase risk. I've already taken $72 off. And now I'm just letting the rest of these shares work. I'm getting AMCN. It's a little stock moving, guys. Little stock moving. Oh, look at MBEV. Can't trade that, right?
NBEV, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fading off of it nicely.
It's looking good.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at ENPH, although the volume's pretty low.
All right, guys. I'm watching for Kron to just continue down here. No reason to sell these last 100 shares there, guys. For right now, they're on break even, or I can add if it bounces and I feel that it's a good level to risk off of. There's Neon, guys. I got Neon going off on the momentum scanner, guys.
Yeah, NEON pushing up after a crazy gap up. It looks like a split of some sort, though.
Yeah, definitely a split. No, that MBEV looking good there. I would have liked it if it was tradable.
Yeah, LEBV for the fade. I think I saw it earlier.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to tweak trade ideas, try to come up with a VWAP fade scanner.
I have one. It's just not fully worked out. I can give it to you at least, and then we can kind of adjust it. So it's been showing me VWAP fades, but sometimes it shows me VWAP rejects. So I'm kind of getting it down to where it can only show me VWAP fades.
Right.
So just working it out.
Right, but even if it shows both, I mean,
Yeah,
it's still
I mean,
good.
I have that. I have that. I
Look at
already have that set.
Look at this VWAP bounce on MDCO. And yeah, this is going to be the newest strategy. I've been seeing these a lot more in the market, so I might just have to transition more towards VWAP bounces. I've been seeing them a lot lately. You know, as long as the risk to reward is good. I really don't mind my fade on ATRS. I think this was a nice fade. I probably should have taken a little bit larger sizing, but I took most of the move here from 353 down to 340. And so I took most of the move on that fade there on ATRS. Could have used bigger sizing, though, is the only thing. But I had a few losing trades before that, and so I didn't want to, I always got to take it slow.
I hear you, brother.
Hey, have a good day, James. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it, man. GE bouncing back. I might take some if GE gets back up to the VWAP. It's got to get back up there, though. I don't like it down here. Kron pulling back some. Maybe bounce the VWAP on Kron, too. Yeah, I've seen a lot of VWAP bounces. I think it's kind of what I think it was Cool that said it. You got to have more than one strategy, and that's what I think we kind of have to go with. Is we got to have a long strategy at least and a short strategy for when the market's like this. I still think the VWAP fade is in play. I think we just missed the moves today. That's why we got to be a little bit. I got to wake up a little bit earlier maybe, and start looking at those. Yeah, 100%, Paul. Paul says, VWAP fade bounces. I find usually follow the SPY. I watch the SPY to see which way the market is moving and base my fade bounce strategy on it for the day. I like that plan. I like that idea. So days like today when the SPY is up, you can see the beautiful little fade off the SPY, or the bounce off the SPY was nice.
Ogen is going off, guys. Ogen, I was watching this stock at 144, had a huge amount of volume. You gotta watch the bottom. The bottom right now is 140.
Yeah, look at that.
So if you're looking to grab this thing, I would look at 145s to risk off of 140, or 150 to risk off of 140. Now this stock is known to go straight up, straight back down, guys. You can look at the daily chart and know that it's going to this resistance, daily resistance of 180 or 170. Yeah, 180. So that's where I think I could see it heading to right now. I can't trade it. If not, I would have tried to get in there on that pullback or pullback here at 50. But I was watching that stock for a while. Just couldn't trade it.
I'm looking at INFN for maybe a bounce off the VWAP here
Look at that rip. Get into that.
on OGEN.
Yeah. And
Crazy
for
move.
your VWAP bounce, it's not tradable, but the setup is there on JAGX.
Yeah. I'm looking at yeah, maybe that was insurance that was saying that. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking at INFN for maybe the bounce. My Hive day scanner's popping up for SALT. See, where'd my risk be at this trade? So my risk would be realistically at 15, so about a 10-cent risk. Reward could at least be up to 60s, so good risk to reward, maybe up to 40s though. Regardless, it's still pretty good risk to reward if I got in here at 25 and set my risk at 16, set my reward at 40s. Appreciate the sub, Ron. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the sub, Zach, AJ. Appreciate it, guys.
Looks like we might get some more wash on this cron, guys. There you go. 6,000 shares shorted there at 67 there, guys.
FTFT is popping up on my scans. FTFT, I remember this one.
NDRA. NDRA.
Yeah, it's starting to spike. DRYS popping up on the low float scanner for DRYS and NDRA.
Is NDRA tradable?
No.
Nope.
But yeah, today was definitely a bounce day, I think. CEI bounced off the VWAP nicely.
AXSM. Don't really like the volume.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're getting a little bounce here on Cron. 16,000 shares going through there at 1170. Ogen almost to that 180 that I was talking about, guys. That daily resistance.
But man, OGEN going crazy.
Yep, I watched the guys. Just watched the volume built up there. A whole bunch of volume on the ask, and it was just sitting there, sitting there. I said, if this stock gets up past that, then it definitely is gonna rip for today. And you got your rip. Look, there's your 180 touch, guys.
Yeah. I'm looking at CGC for maybe a reject here, a VWAP reject. Risk would be 50, 60, 20-cent risk. Reward would be, I don't know, it could either be 35, which it has had some support previously, so it would be terrible risk to reward. Depending on where you set it, it could also be at 50. But because that support at 50, 35 is so close, I don't like it. Just bad risk to reward, I think, for CGC. CEI popping up on the high of day scanner. It's been
Gotta be
running.
careful with Kron here, guys.
Yuma, Y-U-M-A, running up some. It's a cheaper penny stock, but that I can't trade, but some of you might be able to trade it. Y-U-M-A, spiking up there. What's up, Valores? What's up, brother? I mean, I use them to avoid the PDT rules, Zach. But I like using TEFs anyway, just because it's cheap commissions. You know, it's pretty cheap commissions. Like $3 for a round trip is pretty unheard of in trading, and so I like the fact that the commissions are just cheap. You know, that's mostly why I use it, is cheaper commission. There's always other brokers that get around the PDT rule, but not many offer $3 commissions or $1 commissions like Ustock. AMRN had a little bit of a bounce there. What did GE end up doing? So GE is right around this VWAP area. I might take a small starter here on GE with like 100 shares and just set a tight risk at 84 for 10 cents. So I'm in GE with 100 shares here. See if it comes back down. Small share size, regardless of what happens. I mean, I'll be down 10 cents. It won't be the end of the world.
Look at IFN. INFN.
INFN.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting in there at 25s,
Man,
but
I almost
I'm
thought
just
about
into the trade over here.
I almost thought about getting in on the bounce. I'm glad I didn't. Looking at it now.
It definitely looked interesting there, but wasn't able to get it there.
Yeah.
All right, gotta be careful with Kron here, guys. I want to see it reject the 80s here, guys.
Yeah, there's the VWAP.
If it gets above 80, guys, I'm gonna get out here, guys.
Yeah, looking for GE to make a big move down. Cool. We'll see if it works out. Tight risk. 10 cents. Rewards a little bit bigger than that. Rewards about 15, 16 cents. So not quite 2 to 1, but not too bad, I don't think, for GE here. You know, buying it close to these highs right here. Looking for it to come back down.
All right, I like that rejection there, guys. I like that rejection there on Kron. Did see some volume get in there, guys. 66,000 shares there, guys, at 11.75.
Yeah, I might have started a trend, insurance. You know, maybe I started a trend with using the VWAP. I'm obviously joking that the VWAP's super popular. It's been being used for a long time now. Alright, so I like this drop on GE. We'll see if it takes a bigger drop, though. It needs to get down to the 57s before I consider getting into it, but I like this drop.
All right, guys, got an order to increase my size at 78. 78 here on a bounce for Kron. I have an order out to increase size here on Kron. I like that move right there. It was followed before by an 11.75 short of 66,000 shares.
There we go. Beautiful drop on GE here. See if we get a little bit bigger move down. Don't mind holding it to break even at this point now that it's given me this move. There's 65 for a split second. There's 65, looking good. Back up to 66. Good news with this one is that I can set my stop for break even. Worst case scenario, get out for an even trade, for a flat trade. I'm starting to think maybe I should wait a little bit longer after the open to jump into positions, just because lately my accuracy rate, this has kind of been what's happening constantly, is that I have a bunch of good trades after. I have a few losing trades at the beginning and then kind of bounce back some after that. So maybe it's best to wait from now on, who knows. I don't like this lower high, or this higher low right here on GE. So like I said, I don't mind jumping out for break even. Goal is low of the day, but if it goes back up to where I got in, I could just get out. It's bouncing off of this support here. I want to see that area hold as resistance. Yeah, that's the biggest thing I have to work on as well. Insurance is just sticking to my plan. Don't congratulate me too yet. Too early. Cool. I think it may come back down. We'll see. You know. The good news is that I can hold it for break even and just let it work. Try to give me some. Try to get back down to that low. If not, get out for break even, which is what my goal is at this point. Yeah, CGC
I canceled
rejected
my ad. Yeah, I canceled my ad there. I'm just watching right now. I'm thinking about adding here. Just want to see the levels and how it reacts right here.
I want to see a rejection here on GE.
All right, I added 100 shares there, guys. Added 100 shares there, guys. At 76 there, guys. Now my average is 79. I'm risking off at 80 there, guys. Profit would be at 60. Just gotta watch it tight here. Make sure it doesn't get back. Want to get back to like 1170s. That'll show me confirmation with some size getting in there. Don't want to pass the 78 into the 80.
There we go. Like that drop. Let's see if we get a bigger move here. On GE, back up to 69s. Watching the time and sales, see kind of the battle here.
All right, guys. Don't want to see it hit 1180s here, guys. 1180s will get me out on CRON, and I'll break even on the rest. If this comes down here, I'm going to be holding to 1160s, guys.
It's kind of the make or break moment for GE right here. It's been sitting here for a while now. If it breaks this, I'm just going to get out. for a break-even trade. Looking good though for you on Kron.
Yeah, looking good.
I like that rejection it had.
Definitely.
All right, there's 70s, 71s. 2 sits away from where I'm going to get out. Just don't want to see another breakout here. Looking good for you.
All right.
There's back down to 69s.
All right, guys. I added there, guys. Now I'm at 75 here, guys. Risking off a 77. If I see 78s go through here, guys, I'll get out. All right, seeing that 60s break there, guys. About to put my order to cover here, some right here.
Looking good for you, brother.
Just needed to hold 77s here, guys.
Back up to 70s on GE. Gotta keep a close eye on it. Get out for break even if it squeezes up some.
That's what I wanted to see there from Kron. When it came up, it got absorbed there. So let's make sure it doesn't get back over the 77s here. If it gets back below 70s here, we should get a nice profit here.
Alright, that's the second rejection on that 71, on 1271 for GE. Want to see it continue to get rejected there. Gives me a very obvious risk level though. If it breaks over 71, gets up to 72, I could just get out for break even trade. There's 69s.
All right, I'm liking this move here, guys. If this breaks down here, I'll try to take some at the next support. 64, 65s. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, there is a big kind of a battle going on GE. See if it gets rejected again the third time. The good news is that my entry was right, and so I can get out for break even if it does break that level, or at least around break even, where it's not going to really hurt me too much. Big thing is it's got to stay under. There's the break again. Definitely some battles going on. There's 70 again. This is where I gotta get close
All
here.
right, gotta be careful here, guys. I thought it should break down there, guys, through the 70s there, guys. So we really gotta be careful here.
Definitely some selling pressure coming in on GE. It's got to break this 69 level though. There's 68. Finally, man. Let's see if it holds now. It's 68.
There's 69, 70s. Let's see if we get some selling pressure right here, guys.
67s. There we go. Next level I'm watching for GE is 64. It's kind of the next level to watch. There's 66. Looks good. See if it breaks that point again. 65s. 64s. Nice. 63. And I got out for a $10 gain on GE. Maybe a little bit early, but I just wanted to have a completely break-even day. And it's kind of crazy, man. Like, I've been, I haven't been having good luck right at the open. Like, right at the open, I've been having bad luck. I just haven't been able to get those winning trades. But you can see after those first losing trades, I haven't had a losing trade since. I've had 3 winning trades in a row at this point. Or 2 losing. Maybe it's either 2 or 3. But was able to bounce back. I'll take it. I'm happy with that. Got out for a break-even day, which is the goal. At least.
All right, guys. Taking 200 there, guys. Taking 200 there. Took 200 at 66, 65s. Now I'm looking for this next move down to 60s. Here, I'll share my screen with you.
Yeah, I might have gotten out too early, Eric, but we'll see. I mean,
there you go, brothers. You got my screen up.
Okay. But yeah, on days like today, I'm just trying to. It's account preservation day, and so I'm just trying to. Here's Mr. Screen. I'm just trying to.
All right,
preserve
guys.
my
Gonna take
account.
100 here, guys. Leave 100 for it to work, guys. I've already realized 100 on this trade, guys. I'm up $61 for the day. Ready to keep going at this. Let's go, guys.
Nice work,
Let's see
brother.
if we can get this real breakdown here, guys. Through the 60s. If it gets through the 60s, we can start coming down and flushing, guys. Getting down to this 48. And then we'll see if it gets heavy and can make a move. Ultimate down, 11.21s today. Let's see if it just wants to just take down with it and keep going there, guys. I'm really happy about my ads in this trade. Really, really focused on adding at the right place, taking profit at the right place. And if you guys see my trade in this is exactly how you want to do it, guys. Shorted 400 at 82, 85, took some profit, 77, 68. Then I went short at 76 and 72, taking some profit at 65 and 64 there, guys. And now looking for this move down to continue on.
Nice work,
Beautiful
brother.
trade.
Yeah,
beautiful
trade, man. Really, really nice sticking to your plan, brother.
Yeah, man, it's still there, yo. It hasn't gone away, The real key, guys, is just that we've been kind of faked out a little bit. So what you got to do is you kind of got to slow yourself down a little bit at the open. I think we got a little bit eager today when we saw that INFN. And it did make a nice move down here, guys, but we just got squeezed out, and that's what happens. As long as we can control the loss, which we did, we can go ahead and take another trade and get right back in the game. And as you can see, guys, what's the real key of this, guys, is this is a 2-to-1 trade, guys. I made 106 and I risked 56, or I risked 56 on that last trade. So that's what you want to see, your results coming back to help you. All right, now the real key, guys, is I've drawn this trend line here, guys, and that's the only thing I'm going to keep. So as long as it can stay, I think at 75, 75 is break even on the rest. I'm going to keep that break even on the rest, guys. Make it easier on myself. I'm going to go ahead and set a stop limit. 75. The limit price, I'm going to go all the way up to 80, guys. So just to make sure that if it does get there, it will fill me and we will get paid, guys. Gonna put it out there and just let this trade work, guys. Let it get down there. Let it push. It could be an all-day fader, and I'm gonna take those 100 shares and try to maximize my potential gain on those. Yeah, guys, don't forget to add my page. Add my page, as I will be putting up scanners from now on and giving you guys access to more of my trading. There will be no sound. So what we're going to do is we're going to be running mainly a scanner stream, and always supporting beginner trading.
Right, for sure. But no, so always, so the way TradeNet and Tefs works is you pay for a package. And so, for instance, I paid for the intro package, which is typically $500. And with that, they give you a day trading course. They give you access to their chat room for 2 weeks. And Tefs partners with you and funds your account. And so, for instance, with the intro package, Tefs partnered with me and gave me a $14,000 account in equity, and I have a $700 max loss. And so any profit over that 14K, there's a 70-30 split. And so I keep 70, they keep 30%, and commissions are really cheap as well. And so it's all about whether it's for you. It's not a deposit though, so you're not actually able to. You're not going to be able to fund your account. You just got to take the $14,000 in buying power they give you. I'm not sure, young investor. It still says it on my screen. Hey, appreciate the $2, Ismail. Appreciate that, brother. Whoa, Mitch, what you doing, man?
Oh, looking at your own screen. Sorry about that. That must have been fun. Did you see like 30 different windows?
Yeah, man. So anyway, so yeah, so it's basically, it depends on whether it's for you. The biggest flaw is that some stocks aren't tradable, but it has really cheap commissions and it has a decent platform for traders to use. I mean, I don't know anything about Forex always, and so I'm not the best with that. But yeah, young investor, I'm not sure if the 20% off sale is still going on. I think it's still showing up on my screen. But I'm not sure if it's still going on or not. You know, I don't know if it's still working or not. You would have to ask them. But I know I always get 10% off, and so, you know, regardless, I'd get 10% off. But I'm not sure if it's still actually like going on yet or not.
There you go. That looks nice there. Let's see if this can come back down to these 61s and just completely just start ending the day for Kron.
Yeah, maybe I sold GE a little bit early. It's down to 1058 now. I'm pretty sure. I think TradeNet is. I think TradeNet is. It's an overseas company anyway, and so I think you could still sign up from Australia. I'm pretty sure you could, Spikes. There's the link if you're interested in it. It's best to ask them though. Yeah, but yeah, there's the link. Mostly short, Zach. Sometimes I go long. In this market, I'm definitely going to try to start going long a little bit more, just because I haven't seen as many good shorts available with the VWAP fade, which is the strategy Mitch and I mainly use. But I'm more so a short bias trader for sure. Hey, appreciate the sub. Kyle, appreciate the sub. Cole, I can't pronounce that. Alexandra, appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, I'm showing up that little purple thing in the corner. That's right there where I got entry. That's my entry, guys. Real key thing here, guys, is that I shorted on a bounce. Wasn't trying to short the bottom of this pattern. Was seeing that it was coming up, failing each time. As it came up that fourth time, I went and I shorted it there. I increased also a little bit more as it got there. So 82, 85 was able to get in there and then increase here and then let this really start breaking down, guys. Just watching the time and sales, really understanding that the momentum was failing up here at 85, 86s. So that's where I went short, guys. I'm seeing volume get in here at the bottom. It looks beautiful to go ahead and crack that support down there and just keep going down, guys. One of the key things, guys, is taking profits at the support, guys. We can't stress it enough, and that's what we work on, guys. So that way you can start having a nice risk management program, and regardless of your losses, still be profitable, guys. That's why at the end of today, I am having a $56 loss, but this is going to be no matter what, already a $106 trade. So set yourself up, guys, for success. Don't try to make it just a trade by trade. Think of it as a pool of trades, and kind of your sample needs to be big enough so you can understand what consistent results are and how you achieve them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just think in the end, sometimes luck doesn't go your way, guys, and that's trading also, guys. You just let it go, kind of work from there, guys. John hasn't had the best of luck in the last 2 weeks, but as long as he's trading correctly and following the pattern, following his entries and exits, then we are trading correctly, and we should kind of get ourselves a pat on the back. Because if you can control your losses, stick to a strategy, and trade with a risk management program, you will be successful at this game.
Right, for sure. If you stick to good risk to reward and follow your plan, like that's really all it takes. It just takes time, and you got to learn to have the patience too. I'm still working on holding the trades to my levels. Like that's the main thing I'm trying to work on is just holding the trade to actual go to my levels. And if I could get that, I still think I'll be okay. And it's just about maybe, after today, I'm probably going to wait about 10 minutes after the open to start jumping in trades. Unless, one thing I am starting to notice though, Mitch, is like, here, I'm going to pull your screen down a little bit now, but one thing I'm starting to notice, and this is something I've been noticing more with these type of setups, is that when I see a big drop, like VKTX, a massive drop at the open, not just a little baby drop, a massive drop at the open, I think these are starting to work substantially better. Like same thing with GE, right? Like if you look at, and this is kind of like a thesis of mine at this point. So, a lot of times I've been jumping in stocks, they drop a little bit at the open, but they don't make massive drops. When they make massive drops at the open, I think the VWAP fade is much more likely to happen. And you can use VKTX here as an example. Like if you look at VKTX, this thing made a huge drop from 1820 down to 1760. So a huge drop. Then it faded off the VWAP perfectly. Same thing with GE. You can see GE here made a big drop from 1307 all the way down to 1275. And that's a huge drop for this stock. And then it faded off the VWAP here. Same thing with, I think, NIO from the other day. Like if I look at NIO, yeah, same thing with NIO from today or yesterday or Friday. So NIO, another big drop at the open, and then it faded off the VWAP. Although that one might have stopped me out a little bit. But the day before, here's a good example. Huge drop at the open, then it faded off the VWAP here. And so this is something I'm starting to see. The drop has to be big. The drop has to be significant at the open. It can't just be a slight drop and then a pullback to the VWAP because then you still really don't know. But if it's a massive drop like NIO or another one that I traded today, ATRS, a big drop, a big bearish trend at the open and then a pullback to the VWAP. And so this is something that I'm just kind of noticing now. There's the fade to the VWAP. But when it does that, it's much more likely to work out. And so that's something I have noticed, Mitch, is that we need to be looking for big drops at the open. And that's where these trade idea scanners are going to come in handy. Like the trade idea scanners are going to be able to pick up on massive drops at the open. And then we take advantage of that pullback to the VWAP. And that's what I want to start doing. And that's what I ultimately think is going to be beneficial.
Yeah.
Today I'm not disappointed in my trading break even day. I came back from a $20 loss and now it's a break even day, which I'm really happy with. I'll definitely take that. As long as I'm not red in my P&L, like that's fine. But I do want to focus on that, and that's something I'm seeing more and more often is that the big drops at the open are the ones to take advantage of. Those are the ones that fade back to the VWAP more often, I think. You know.
100%.
And so let's start focusing on that, Mitch, because like look at all these examples of it. ATRS, big drop at the open. VKTX, massive drop at the open. What was the other one I said? Man, I can't think of it. But if we look for massive drops, big moves, and then take advantage of the pullbacks from those big moves, I think they're much more likely to work. You know.
I agree. All right, guys, gonna be watching CORN here, guys. Great trade we've made already. Just gonna watch to see if it bounces to 1170s and rejects here again. Then we're gonna probably see that failure to keep going down. If it does get above 1170s there, should probably reverse back to VWAP or test up there.
I don't see it in SSC. Maybe FNKO. Yeah, FNKO, same thing. Massive drop at the open, beautiful fade. And it happens over and over and over again. But I just got to learn to, there's different little nuances that make it work well. And, after studying a little bit yesterday, I'm
Look
kind
at
of
this
seeing.
one. Look at this one. INSM. Interesting, interesting.
Yeah, big drop at the open, beautiful fade back down. And so these happen over and over and over again. And because, a lot rarely does a stock make that big of a drop and then pull back to go green on the day. Now, I'm not saying it never happens, but it's more rare. And so when you see a big drop like this, usually it's just going to be a pullback and then another big drop, you know. Yeah, I'm too generous. I think insurance. I feel like I gotta tell, the people who watch me, like because people are learning from me. People are learning strategies from both Mitch and I, and so it would be kind of unethical not to tell people what is really gonna make the setups we preach about work. You know what I mean? But yeah, Mitch, I'm probably gonna close the stream down soon, brother. It's almost 10 or it's almost 11 a.m.
Yeah, I got no problem. Right after this, it should either make its move or not. And in the end, going to be profitable in this trade,
Right, no matter
profitable
what.
for the day, and kind of continue my profitability in the week. Last week ended profitable. This week, going to push to go ahead and get forward. Having a good Monday. Just going to
Right.
keep going, guys.
Yes, sir. And my channel's almost up to 7,000 subs, getting really close. Let's see where I'm at now. We are at 6,896, so about 100 more subscribers, 104 more subscribers, and we're there. And so, really excited to get up to 7K. Yes, mail me those donuts, Seven. Mail them to me, brother.
Yo, 7, I want those voodoos. Voodoo donuts from Denver. I'm missing them.
Yeah, this is something I'm going to build a scan for overnight is look for a massive drop at the open, like a huge drop. A lot of the times I can look up
Yeah.
the pre-market scans and look up, Trade Ideas has one that's called gap up and fail or something like that.
Yeah, so what I can do probably what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna do a low of the day momentum scanner, and that can show us stocks that are making huge moves
Yeah,
at their
for sure.
low of day.
And I think this might be actually what I'm doing differently because I think now when I get into a VWAP fade, it's like a slight fail at the open, but it's not like a massive drop, and then it pulls back, and then it ends up squeezing me back up and turning into a losing trade. Where it's like if I look for a massive drop and then get in on the fade, I just think it's much more reliable. I think it's going to work a decent percentage of the time more than it is now for sure.
All right, guys. Don't want to see it push to 73s here because if it pushes to 73, it's probably going to test that resistance up there, 75, and I'll get stopped out, which I have no problem with. What I want to see is a rejection here. And if I do get a rejection here at 72s and it comes right back down, and then we could go ahead and add and look for that breakdown. But it looks like we're going to get squeezed out here. Squeezed out there, guys.
All right, so you're still up, what, about $50 on the day?
Perfect. Yep. $51 for the day, guys. $51 for the day. Not bad, guys.
Nice job, brother.
Great trading there, guys.
All right.
And
Oh,
I
sorry.
watch for you long traders. I definitely watch CORN. If this goes and gets above 1180s here, guys, and you see volume just rip up there, what I mean by ripping up is on a 1 minute candle, volume gets to at least 92,000 shares here, past that 1180. It can really start ripping. But I got out there as it's making that VWAP try again, and I'm not going to go ahead and just hold up there and let this become a loser, guys. I'll get out there a winner, enjoy my day, and that's it.
Yeah.
Work done for today.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm happy just to come back from, I had 2 losing trades at the open and bounced back, brought it back down to break even in my profit and loss on the day. I'm still down some on commissions, but it's a much smaller loss. Like I would have been down $30. I'm probably down 5 or 10 now. So I'm really happy with today. Definitely, I'm also really excited to take advantage of the kind of little new kind of condition that I'm looking for, which I'm kind of seeing more often. If I could find a big drop at the open, I think the VWAP fade is going to be so much more reliable. And so I'm excited to kind of take advantage of that as well. And so we'll see how we go tomorrow. Trading is a constant battle of learning the data, finding out what works, and then trying to rinse and repeat that strategy while it still works. And so I think I kind of found out something about my trading and about this setup today, and going to look for that more often. We'll see how that works out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time, and usually stream about for an hour or two, usually till about 11 a.m. market time. And so if you haven't already, hit the sub button. Also, guys, if you want to help support this channel, and if you want to do me a favor and, like I said, help support this channel, click the like button right now on this video. It really does help support us, so we appreciate it if you could click the like button right now to help support this channel and content. We're giving everything out there for free. We're live streaming for free, letting people watch us for free. And so if you could support us in any way, we definitely appreciate it. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Go check out Trade Ideas. They were nice enough to let me stream their scanners. And so, go check out Trade Ideas. I'll go ahead and post. Hold on, let me figure this out. I'll go ahead and post that link for Trade Ideas. It's acting weird. There we go. All right, so yeah, I'll go ahead and post the Trade Ideas link if anybody's interested in signing up. Let me find it. Yeah, I'll just do the homepage link. But yeah, go check out Trade Ideas. They were nice enough to let me stream their scans, and so go check them out. There's the link right there. I'm from Texas. I'm from Louisiana, but I live in Texas. Mitch is from Florida. And so, but yeah, appreciate the support, guys. Good luck for the rest of the day. Shout out to Ismael for the $2 dono. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate the support, man. But yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow morning, same time as always. And have a good day.
Have a good day, guys.